Hey guys, how are you guys doing today? I've got to figure out how to stop the music. Okay, perfect. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. Oh, I am echoing. Give me just a second. There we go. Hopefully, no more echoing. Just let me know if you can see me and hear me just fine. I believe I've stopped all the echoing. Let me pull up my comments just to make sure all sounds well. I do know that I'm like, I think it's about 10 seconds ahead of you guys. So I'm still babbling, even if you're telling me that you can't hear or see me. Okay, it's good. Cool. Great. Glad to hear it. So let's see. This is going to be my first, obviously, midweek author check-in. So I really just want this to be kind of like a hangout spot for us. We can talk about what we're getting into. We can talk about where I am with my publishing and where my books are going, anything cool happening, any major updates, which let me tell you, there are a couple major updates this year. One happening very soon. So I want to just have a spot where we can just chit chat every week. Like we can just get together as a group of friends and enjoy a drink and just hang out, you know? So my drink of choice today is I've been kind of obsessed with this. It is lemonade and then pineapple juice. So then it's kind of like a pineapple lemonade, but then I also put Sprite in it, so it's like a sparkling pineapple lemonade. I don't know. It's been my current favorite. It's just so refreshing. It's so summertime. It is just like the perfect summertime drink. So anyway, how are you guys doing? How has your week been so far? And what are you drinking? What is your drink of choice today? And I promise I won't judge if it's a little stronger than my lemonade. I have those days quite a lot. So I'm going to hop up here and look at the comments really quick. We were already chit-chatting. If you guys don't know, there is a live chat that goes on just under this video. So definitely hop in. And look who came to say hi. Definitely hop into the comments and chit chat, get involved with the conversation. I have like things that I want to talk about in this chat, but I don't really have a plan. So it's kind of wherever it takes us. And I want to go no more than an hour just because I know we all have busy days. I have busy days. I have to finish doing some cleaning upstairs, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But we all have a lot of things to do. So I figured just taking like this hour or even less around lunchtime just to chill out. I think we can all justify just chilling out for a lunch break, right? I think so. So anyway, I'm going to pop up my comments. Yep. How is your week going? We already said that. Oh, yes. Make sure that you just drop below this video and give it a like. That just lets YouTube know that the content is interesting enough for people to like it, and then they push it out to more people. That way we can get a bigger group of friends here hanging out. And if you share to your friends, then we can make, an even bigger group. And then I was having some conversation in the chat before going live. So yeah, Crystal was asking how the 4th of July went. So my 4th of July went really well. We went and seen fireworks at a couple different places, got to hang out with family, his family and my family, and then other people's family. We played some cornhole, and what else did we do? We ate a lot of food, Like, I love holidays. I even think I said that. Yeah. I love holidays just because that's when everybody comes out with like their best recipes. And it is always so good. And I always eat way too much. I'm going to just drop us down here a little bit. There we go. I always eat way too much. But, I got to try everything. Like, I'll go down through because we usually have things that set out, like everybody brings their own dish and we put it on the table and it's just like a buffet of everything. And I'll go down through and I'll be like, I don't know what this is, but I got to try it. I will say my sister, she made, what was it called? Crack potatoes for our 4th of July dinner, and it was shredded hash brown and oh my gosh, I don't even remember what was in it. But it was like shredded hash browns and like some creamy stuff. And then it had bacon and ham and cheese in it. And it was so good. I had probably 3 helpings of that and I was so full. But it was really good. So, I mean, that's why I like holidays is just because, I don't know, trying everybody's food. Oh gosh. Yes. Good food. Hot in West Virginia. It has been so muggy. Like, there are so many days where you look outside and it's like these big dark clouds and it's so thick. And I'm just like, okay, it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain. And then it doesn't. And it just is so muggy right now. So muggy. So muggy, yes. uh, all good. Let's see. Oh, that sounds amazing. Yes, I do enjoy coffee. I'm more of an iced coffee kind of person. I will drink hot coffee. It just needs a lot of sugar and creamer. Um, but I'm also weird about it though, like because it's not that I don't like coffee taste, but I like sweet coffee taste. So I still like getting like bold coffees that have that real strong flavor of coffee, but then adding a whole bunch of creamer and sugar to it. I don't know. Is that weird? That sounds weird. Oh gosh. I so in my last video, I did talk about like my goals for this quarter because I plan quarterly goals. So this quarter just started with July, so it'll be July, August, September. And I in that video, which I have it linked down in the description below if you haven't seen my goals video yet. We are going to touch on it a little bit today, but if you want to watch like the whole thing, it's down below. Check it out after the live. Don't leave. So, I am not in my usual recording space. Oh my gosh. River is laying just on the edge of the bed over here, and she's got like her paws crossed just on the edge of the bed, just watching. It is the most cutest thing ever. And if it wasn't going to disturb my computer so much, I would turn you to show you, but you know. But anyway, sidetrack. Sorry. Cats. I'm very easily distracted by cats. But anyway, I'm not in my usual recording space because that is like one of the big things we're talking about today is that we're moving. And this is just one of the rooms that's not filled with boxes. This is actually our bedroom. And the only thing up here is the bed. And then there is a small little mini fridge over to my left. And then behind me are a couple of fans, but those aren't ours. They stay here. So they're just chilling where there's space to chill. So, and I also needed natural lighting because I packed my ring light. So there's some windows here in front of me that aren't like direct sunlight and washing me out that I'm using. So that's why it's a weird background. Just deal with it for now. I've been dealing with it for a while. It's so bad. So anyway, let's let's see if there is any new comments. Nope, it looks like I am caught up. I also okay. I was like, I don't remember how to see how many people are watching. So there are 3 people here. So hello guys. I'm so glad that you're joining me. So I guess I was trying to do all the extra stuff for this stream because I was like, I know how to do stuff. And I'm still figuring it out. Let's see here. I want to put up some banners, but I have to remember how to do it. Sorry, bear with me. Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. So I tried to like outline like in case like nobody wanted to say anything or nobody had any questions, and so I didn't sit here being like I don't know what to talk about. So I tried to like outline the stream. But anyway, current events and addictions. So my current events are I'm moving, I'm trying to plan a wedding, and I'm struggling with getting a writing routine with all of those things happening. That's my current events. Addictions. So I'm currently addicted to my drink that we just discussed. Currently addicted to that. Um, let's see. We've been cooking a lot outside on we have a flat top grill. And since it's been like nice outside, we've been making a lot of food on it. Like last evening, we had breakfast for dinner and we made like all the eggs and pancakes and sausage on the grill. There is something about grill food that is so much better. So that's my current addiction too. Oh, I think I even have I have a slideshow thing. Oh, yes. Oh, I gotta move though. But it's in the wrong one. No. I swear I was ready. Okay. So I made a little slideshow so we can like go through and talk about all of the things that I had planned. But anyway, this one. I'm mirrored. So if I go this way, I mean this way. Sorry. But anyway, current addictions. Of course, the food that I just talked about, and then the nails. I have been looking into a lot of sunflower and maroon stuff, not only because that's our wedding like theme aesthetic or whatever, but also that's how I want to decorate my kitchen in the new house is sunflowers and maroon, and I think it's going to be so cute because it's going to make the kitchen look so like bright and lively. And then, of course, planning the wedding. So there's a picture of me and my fiance, super cute. And then my cats. My cats will always be my addiction. I think I just hit the microphone. My cats will always be my addiction, but I got that super cute picture of them. They do get along. It's not that they fight necessarily, but they don't necessarily cuddle together. So getting this picture of them looking out the window and her tail wrapped up around him is so cute. And I adore that. I adore that so much. So anyway, what is going on in your life? Oh, there's another thing that I'm addicted to that I just found out I'm addicted to. So, I've just discovered how much that I really like musicals and like not like your mainstream musicals, I guess. And I was for the longest time, I mean, still slightly am, but for the longest time, very addicted to the musical Heathers. I could sing you every line right now because I've watched it a bajillion times. But I was trying to find another musical that I would like as much. Because I obviously I want the dark humor and stuff like that. That gets me, I guess. But I want like the songs that are also like super catchy. And YouTube kept recommending Six, the musical. And I kept putting it off because I was like, nah, it's not going to be the same and blah, 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 blah. So then I finally watched it. And you guys, it is so good. Have any of you guys seen Six, the musical? I have to go back to my comments. So I can't like pull up banners and stuff all at the same time. And so I'm going to be doing a lot of switching around until I figure out what I'm doing. Sorry. Let's see. Oh, yes. Grilled food, absolutely the best. I 100% agree. But anyway, yes, Six the musical. So it is about Henry VIII, who had six wives. And you know, some were divorced, some were beheaded, some died, blah 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 blah. But it's the six wives in the musical, and they're holding a singing competition to see who gets to lead the band. But what they have to sing about is who had it the hardest with dealing with their husband. So who had the worst life with him, essentially. Which it's a weird topic for a musical, but it's good. It's good. For some reason, I like the two girls that were beheaded the most. I don't know why they did. I think it's the energy, maybe. But anyway, so those are my current events and addictions. Let me know if you have any currently. Are you reading any good books? Have you seen any really good movies recently? I don't know. I haven't been to the movies. The last time I went to the movies, we went to see Avatar: The Way of Water, I think. I don't think I've been since then. Maybe? Maybe I have. I don't remember. But anyway, Avatar: The Way of Water is really good. I actually think that I liked it better than the first one, which is weird because I really liked the first one. But the second one, though, is so good. it is worth the 3+ hours you have to sit to watch it. Um, yep. So any good movies, any good books, any good food, good restaurants, any new addictions that you may or may not have, let me know. And I am going to figure out how to switch the banner and we'll jump into the next topic of conversation. Maybe. I keep wanting to go to the wrong place, I think. There we go. Moving updates. So I have been talking about this on my social media more so just because I haven't been making vlogs, but me and my fiance are moving. It is actually supposed to be this week. However, I've heard that before. The move was supposed to be a very quick end of May kind of thing, and it's gotten postponed a good bit. No fault to us specifically, but I do talk about this in my goals video as well. So, like I said, that's down in the description if you want to go watch that video afterwards, just to get more insight. But we are moving eventually sometime. And so that's been the holdup for a lot of my writing, a lot of my vlogs. Um, it's why I haven't been as active on social media. So, oh, and I do have pictures. I think, yes. So, currently, the house is kind of a disaster. Um, all of my stuff is in boxes for the most part. The only stuff that I have out are things that I use absolutely every day, and then things that I went to dig out because it's been too long and I needed it. My microphone being one of them. It was packed, but then I wanted it because I was making a video. Um, so everything's in boxes. We got those shoved into a box trailer. And then all of our furniture from upstairs is downstairs. So there's the room right there is just one of the rooms downstairs that was the guest room. You can't tell because now it's just storage. And that's how the dining room and the living room and everywhere else is downstairs. Like, it's a maze to walk through, but I was trying to get everything from upstairs to downstairs so that upstairs was completely empty, which I have some pictures of that as well. Yeah, completely empty. The room on the left is what was our gaming room. So Anthony had his gaming computer, and then I had my desk and my bookshelf for all of my writing stuff. So that was just kind of our study, our game area. So it's completely empty. And then behind it is my closet, which is also completely empty. I'm very limited on what I've been wearing. Well, the good thing is though, I wear scrubs to work every day. So I pretty much just have like 5 sets of scrubs out and I just have been wearing those every single week. And then as far as like, I've been wearing tank tops and t-shirts any other day, just because my tank tops and t-shirts are in a drawer and I can just pull them out versus on hangers because all the clothes that I had on hangers are just bagged up and away. So, and then the room on the right is our bedroom. Like I said, the only thing that's left in here is the bed and the mini fridge. So very, very empty. Very, very stressful. We moved, well, we moved from whenever we were originally in our parents' house. And then we moved into this house together. And it was not, it was not nearly this stressful. It really wasn't. I mean, I was also living in a camper, so I didn't have a ton of stuff. It's not like I had all the furniture, and I definitely had less clothes. I've bought a lot of clothes. Less clothes, less furniture, less blankets because I've gotten a lot of blankets since being here. So we've definitely gotten more stuff, and then it's also I'm packing both of our stuff versus when I moved from the camper, I was only packing mine. He packed his own. So it's definitely been a lot. It makes me realize how much stuff we actually have and how much we were trying to fit into this house because it's not the smallest house, but it is a smaller house. It's got a lot of rooms, but the rooms are small, if that makes any sense. So, yeah. I hope to be moving soon just because I did have to postpone Double Toil and Trouble's release date just because I haven't been able to order the books in order to sign them and send them out because it takes about a week for Amazon to ship them to me. And then I have to sign and pack and send them back out. But I don't know where I'm going to be week to week. So I don't want to like order them from Amazon and then we, get the green light that we're moving. And then somehow books get lost or they go to the house and we're no longer there. Or just, I don't want anything crazy to happen because that's kind of my luck. So as soon as we get into the house, I will be ordering, and I'm also going to be live streaming, signing all of those books and wrapping some of them up. If you haven't pre-ordered your copy for Double Toil and Trouble, it is up still for pre-order on my website. I do have that link down below. I also have the book trailer linked below. If you haven't seen that yet, I highly recommend watching the book trailer because it is beautiful. I love it so much. I've literally watched it like 100 times and I still love it. Like, I'm not even sick of it yet. And I'm probably biased because it's my book, but still, I'm excited. Let's see. What is next on the to-dos? Oh, let me go check comments really quick. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we got people. I'm gonna just twist my microphone. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, grilled food is the best. Hi, Jingles. Let's see. Hi, Shelby. Let's see. Yes, the trailer is so good. Okay, I'm gonna bring my microphone back. Trailer is so good. All right. So we're switching over to Q3 goals. As I said, this video is linked down below where you can watch the whole thing. I also do a reaction to my Q2 goals and let you know if I meet them or not. So that is also down below. Oh, I just got another comment. Hold on. Hold your horses. Let's see. Hey, Brittany. That's all right. You can be late. All right. So Q3 goals. Oh, I have a slide for this too. I told you guys I was prepared. Sort of. Okay. Q3 goals. So I usually set 3 goals per quarter. Usually they are very like you hit it or you don't kind of goals. Very like rigid, like the first one, for instance, I want to promote my books and make X amount of money. I mean, that one's a did you hit it? Yes. Did you hit it? No. That one's a pretty straightforward goal. I did set my X amount very low this time, though, just so I don't have to stress with all of the things going on. The second goal, let's see, post consistently on social medias. So the social medias that I'm on currently, which they are also linked down below if you're not following me on some of them, but I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and I also have a newsletter. The newsletter is going to get a complete rehaul. I'm actually probably going to go with a different newsletter service as well. So, but my goal is to grow all of those platforms, and I think my lowest tier of that goal is like by 10%. So if I have 100 subscribers on YouTube, and to grow by 10% would be to have 110 by the end of the quarter. So I feel like they're much more attainable goals. And there's a little leeway. Like if I get close, like 109, I still want to call that a win. You know what I mean? But if you are not following me on any of those social medias, hop on over and do so. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you do that. That is my main focus right now is YouTube, just because I have some awesome ideas. Like as soon as I'm allowed to get memberships on YouTube, I have some awesome ideas to bring you guys. Exclusive videos where I'm reading my books, short stories, all kinds of cool stuff. Things that I was doing over on Patreon, but I have discontinued Patreon and we are now on YouTube only. So I want to bring all those things here. I just have to hit more subscribers. So make sure you are subscribed. And then goal 3 is to build a better writing habit. So things are a little crazy now. At the beginning of the quarter, I did set up my planner. So I go through and I mark off days that I think I will be able to write just based on what I'm doing. So, like Wednesdays, I am off work on Wednesdays. And while I do a lot of stuff at home, like cleaning, packing, all the, extra stuff, I do plan on writing on Wednesdays. So the goal is to every day that I think I can write to write. And it's based on a percentage. So I think the lowest tier is to write half of the days that I plan to write. So I feel like that's very attainable. I mean, even with the move, um, because that gives me a lot of leeway. I mean, only half and I still call it a win. I feel like that's very attainable. So what are some of I want to get back to my camera. How do I do that? Okay. What are some of your goals for this quarter or even for the rest of the year? What are some things that you guys are trying to do? Um, let's see. We can hold each other accountable as the rest of the quarter goes. Cause like I want to do these weekly check-ins, weekly, obviously. Um, so we can just check in. Like next week, I'll be like, oh, so I did this for my goal. And, and you guys can do the same. You're like, oh, I did this goal. And it's like, great. So just let me know what you guys are working on. And it does not have to be writing related at all. Like if you're like, I'm trying to learn a new language. And then next week, you're like, I just did, I don't know, like 3 tests and I passed. Or, just it can be about anything. Let's see. Got some comments. Yes, yes, all the links. 2 weeks of summer classes. Ooh, okay. Summer classes, not bad. I have thought about going back to school. I would probably honestly have to be online, of course, with, full-time job and full-time second job of trying to be an author. But I have thought about going back to school for like a couple different things. Obviously, vet tech related stuff, maybe. But I feel like I learn a lot of my stuff hands-on. But it might also be helpful. But also, I thought about like maybe getting an associate's in like business and marketing or something like that. That would help my author side. I've thought about going back for English just because grammar is not my strong suit whenever I'm writing. I'm so glad that there are editors who do that for me because I'm so bad at it. But I've definitely thought about going back for several different things. Whether I will or not, we'll see. But I hope the classes go well. Oh, it's a big comment. Let's see. What is the way? Okay, writer's block's a big one. Okay, so for combating writer's block, typically I don't necessarily have writer's block as in I can't write for no reason. Typically, whenever I feel like I can't write, it's because I'm burnt out. It's because I've pushed myself too far. So what I typically do is I take a step back from writing. There's times where I don't write for weeks. But you should try to consume things that make you want to write. So I read more books. I definitely watch more TV shows, more movies. I watch things that inspire me to write. And I feel like that fills the creative well. And so then whenever I start to feel better about it, then I can go back to writing and it's much easier. It's like, yeah, so I had this great idea and I want to write about this. And it flows out a lot better. As far as not knowing what to write, kind of writer's block, I definitely go onto Pinterest and search up like a ton of writing prompts. And even if they don't turn into stories, like I'll just go on there and I'll search writing prompt and then it'll give me one. And so I'll just sit and think about it and I'll be like, okay, so if, this girl lives in a city where everybody has magical powers, but she doesn't. Okay, so that's the prompt. And then I just start thinking, what would I do with that? So then I was like, okay, so she doesn't have magical powers like everybody else. How is she treated by everybody else? How does she feel internally? Like, does it hurt her, or does she think she's special? Or so I start to play more of a what if game, and that just sparks ideas and lets it flow. And like I said, even if that's not the story you're writing about, it makes your brain start to learn to think what ifs. So hopefully that helps. Another idea, if you're experiencing writing block, is to create a habit. So every time you sit down to write, you can light a candle and then just write a couple words and then get up and leave, even if you're not feeling like writing. I mean, if you feel like writing, do it. But if you're not, just get up and leave after those couple of words. And then tomorrow you come back, you light that same candle and you write a couple more words. And if you feel like writing, keep going. If you don't, stop. But the point is to build a habit that you sit down, you light that candle, it ignites your senses, and it makes your body realize it's writing time. And then eventually, instead of just writing a couple words and feeling like you can't do it, you'll start to actually just get into it and be like, yeah, I got this. I'll write a whole bunch of words, and you'll just go and go and go. So definitely creating habits, even if it's like creating a ritual for it. I've done that sometimes whenever I'm trying to get into a character's head, especially with Double Toil and Trouble. Since I had Allie and Luna, I wanted to keep them very separate in my head. So each of them had their own candles scent whenever I did the first draft. And whenever I was writing with Luna, I would light her candle, and that kind of put me in her mindset just because that's how you trick your brain. You wire it how you want it. So I thought that was kind of cool. I don't remember where I learned that technique from, but it's definitely a cool idea. But anyway, I hope one of those helps you with your writer's block. Let's see. And I got some more comments. This is the first time it actually. I love the HB90 system, but I agree it did take me a couple tries to get through it. I don't it wasn't necessarily because I wasn't getting it. I don't think I was giving it the attention that I should have. And I don't think I was planning super realistically. Like I'd be like, okay, I'm going to write a book this quarter and it's only going to take me this amount of task blocks. In reality, it takes me double that. But I was trying to be, as Sarah says, I was trying to be this person that I'm not. I was trying to be my best self 24/7. And this time, I think I've planned the best. And I think it's because I gave myself so much extra time knowing that the move was happening. So we'll see how I go in the future if I learn from this or not. All right. More comments. Currently addicted. Ooh, okay, yep. I do have another friend who's addicted to K-dramas. Her name is Sarah Sutton. She is also an author. She's here on YouTube as well, and she does writing vlogs, and she loves K-dramas. She even has a video where she was ranking them. I think she gave them hearts instead of stars, but depending on like how good the K-drama was, she would give it like 5 hearts or only 3 hearts. But she really likes K-dramas. I have personally never watched a K-drama, I don't think. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on what you consider a K-drama. I have watched Squid Games, and I've watched All of Us Are Dead, and I both of those are great. Are they K-dramas? I don't know. Does it have to be romance to be a K-drama? What are the criteria? I obviously don't know. Oh gosh. Okay. More comments. Yes. Yep. Yes. Yes, definitely finding new routines. That was my big thing is trying to like schedule routines and stuff is I've tried so many different ways. I've tried so many different planners. But there you just got to try them. Everybody works differently, obviously. So not every system's going to work for you, but you have to try different things to find out what does work for you. All right. More comments. Hi, Brittany. Yes. It's I don't know how scientifically it works, but like, I don't know. Sense trigger things. So, like, if you smell something, it can trigger, like, a memory that you didn't even remember that you were remembering. Like, I don't know. So definitely scented candles can do a lot for you. For Luna and Allie, I think for Luna, I definitely had, like a fireside or something like that, something that smelled like a campfire, just because when she's with the coven, they're around a campfire a lot, so that's what made me think of Luna. And then for Allie, I think hers was more of like a fresh, fruity smell, just because I don't know. I associate like fruit with like I don't what's the word? Like, I don't know, expensive or I don't know, higher class or I don't know what I'm trying to say, okay? But just fruity and fresh was Allie to me. Um I just smelled it and I was like, that smells like Allie. I don't know. Let's see what else we got here. Yes. Yes, it is. Um, yes, like Pavlov's dog. Just that act of conditioning yourself. Yes. I took psychology. All right. Um so we talked about the goals. Let me hop over and see what the next section is. Okay, so future plans. Obviously, future plans definitely weighs on when we move in. I do have some slides for that. Okay, so I want to focus a lot on my YouTube channel. So I did put together this calendar. So on Wednesdays, we're going to have our midweek just chit chat like we're doing now. And on Saturdays, I was going to say Fridays. On Saturdays, I am hoping to put up my vlogs. Once I start doing vlogs again. I know I have one on this Saturday, but there's probably not going to be a vlog this Saturday because I'm going to hopefully be moving in. And I also haven't written this week, so I have nothing to vlog about. But I put it there, I guess, just habit of putting a red dot. But anyway, and then on Mondays, I'm going to post more sit down videos, kind of like my goals video, where we just chit chat about something that I've done. Um, so, like, here are some ideas. Um, Gosh, it's so tiny. I want to make a video talking about what happens if you miss a pre-order deadline because I did that with Double Toil and Trouble. I missed the pre-order that I set for my website and for Amazon. So I want to make a video about how Amazon and readers and everything like reacts to you doing something like that. And then I want to make a video talking about where I get my ideas for books because I've had people ask me that. So I would love to just sit down and chit chat with you about why and how. And, you know, I want to make a video talking about all of my future writing plans. I have seen a lot of other YouTubers do this where they talk about all the books that they want to write eventually. Like they might not even have started the book, they don't even have an outline, nothing. But it's an idea that they want to write. So I would love to do that because I have a ton of ideas and some of them are kind of weird, but I would love to talk to you about them. I just want to talk to you about how I do writing when I have a full-time job. Because I know there are other writers that write. I don't want to say they're an author full time, but they have like other jobs, like well, they'll do like editing or formatting or cover designs, and that's their main source of income, but they're still an author. So I want to talk about how you be an author when you have a full time job. So that's me. How I plan my social media and what my content is going to be about going forward. So that's also something I want to talk about. If there are any other um, subjects that you would like me to make a video and talk about, make sure you drop down into the comments and let me know because I can't make a video about it if I don't know about it. So let me know what you want to hear about. I'll talk about anything for the most part. All right. I think that is the end of my slides. That's all the slides I have. I think there's more that I wanted to talk about, though. Let's see. Oh, yes! The whole reason that you're probably here. So, I wanted to give you guys something because you are so awesome. Even all the people who have pre-ordered my book and have to wait, you guys are so awesome as well. But just, everybody else who's supporting me and wants to know more about the book, you guys are all awesome. So I want to give you a teaser for the book. So, down in the description box below, there is a Google Forms where you sign up. So, all you need to do is click on that Google form, enter in your name and your email address. Also, if the form doesn't work, let me know and I will fix it and uh I guess put the link in the comments or no, I can change the description. I'll change it. If the form doesn't work, let me know and I'll get it somehow. But all I need is your name and what email you want me to send to, and you will get the first 6 chapters of Double Toil and Trouble for free. Yes. Okay, let me hop over into the comments and see what we've got. Mhm. I got you. Yeah, I've I have so many story ideas. But as far as like procrastination and not doing it, I also get that because there are definitely times that I do that. Like even when I know when I'm writing, like I could be sitting here and I'll be like, okay, I have to write a chapter where Luna does exactly this. Like I already know what's happening and I can't make myself do it just because I'm procrastinating and I literally have no reason for it. I just don't do it. Um, so I get that struggle. I guess that's part of the writer's block and having no creative well, maybe. I don't know. But I do get where you are. Let's see. Yay. Let's see. Okay. We'll just add them in. I mean, I'm already like at this endless source. Let's just throw a couple more in. What are they gonna do? I do have some crazy ones though. I There's one that I'm really interested in. I don't remember where the idea came from. Um, but it's a Little Red Riding Hood retelling. Um, except for it's in the point of view of the wolf and based on pack rules, he has to kill like, if he falls in love with a human, he has to kill them, and so he falls in love with Little Red Riding Hood, something like that. I haven't really thought about it too much yet, but just really random ideas like that. I have a ton of those. Let's see more. Yeah, I don't do a lot of the romance. I do try to have romantic subplots, just because, I mean, I do like having a couple swoony moments. I will say, at toward the end of Double Toil and Trouble, Luna has a really cutesy, swoony moment, and I love it. So I'm excited for you to read that. Let's see. Yes, yes. Johnny Depp does make a good wolf. I agree. River is now sleeping upside down. Uh, um, Let me see if I had any more things to talk about. The Double Toil and Trouble teaser. Oh, yep. So I am out of topics, so I'm just gonna leave it open ended. If you guys have any questions, if you have a question that would take a lot more explanation, we can do that as one of the videos, like I mentioned before. But if you have like a quick question, we can hop in and do that. Other than that, though, I guess I'm pretty much done. Let's see. It's been about 45 minutes, so that's about how long I thought I would be streaming. I definitely feel it. I mean, I brought a drink up here because I was like, I'm gonna be talking a lot. I need to take a drink, and I haven't taken a drink the entire time. What is the point? What is the point? Oh, that's so much better. Okay. Let me hop up to the comments. Okay, looks like we're all caught up. Oh, so like I said in the beginning, make sure you go down and you like this live stream. Just boosts me up in the algorithm a little bit. And make sure you are subscribed to help me hit my goals. Thank you. I can't do it without you guys, obviously. You guys are what I don't know. Like, I can set these goals, but I can't reach them without you. So you guys are the driving force of these goals. So thank you for everything. Let's go check comments again. Maybe. Oh, there's Crystal. What do you do when you are stuck? Point A to point B of a story. What's your go-to? So whenever I'm stuck going from like point A to point B, I almost like for me, I almost act it out in a way. So I'm trying to think of a good example. I'm trying to think of like a good example from Double Toil and Trouble. Where was I stuck? I know there's a good place. Well, I'm blanking completely. But I almost like try to act it out. Like if I can't figure out like, okay, so Luna is at her parents' house. How does her mind shift change and she get to going to the coven? Like what significant thing happens to propel her to do that? So I go back to playing the what if game. Um I definitely do that a lot. Like, okay, so what if this happens? That doesn't get her there. Okay, what if this happens? I definitely spend a lot of time thinking about it. I don't because there was something I read before where the first idea to solve the problem is going to be complete trash. Um, I think it's like the first 5 ideas. So basically, just keep giving yourself wild scenarios, and even if like several of them are trash, just keep going. And even if you start writing them, so Luna is at her parents' house and she has to get to the coven that she doesn't know about yet. How does she find out about the coven? Well, what if there's a flyer saying, "Hey, come meet the coven." Okay, that's a dumb idea. Okay. What if she meets a witch from the coven? Okay, that's interesting. How does she meet this witch? She's just walking down the street? No, how would she know she's a witch? Nope, that doesn't work. She goes to her school and she sees her do a power? Maybe. Um, or since Luna likes to party, maybe she gets drunk and takes a walk. And while she's out on a walk, there's a witch who is being tortured by a human who doesn't like witches. Hey, that's an interesting idea. Okay. So then what if Luna and this witch become friends and that's how she gets to the coven? So it's a lot of like playing around with different ideas and not letting yourself feel like the first idea you come to has to be it. Um there was something else I was going to say about this. About oh my gosh. Brain fart. I don't remember now. I don't remember. I went off into a tangent. But yeah, I do a lot of what ifs. I do a lot of I will even only if I'm here by myself. I will even just like start talking like as if I was Luna. I will start talking and walking around the house and just pretending that things are happening. And that usually gets my brain rolling. I do a lot of role play on my own. um did I answer all of the questions? uh Yeah. And then, oh, this is what I was going to say is if you are stuck on that part, but you know what point B is, sometimes you can just start writing from point B and then something that you write connects back to what you're trying to figure out. I did have that happen in Double Toil and Trouble. Um, I didn't know how something was going to happen in the beginning, but I finished writing like the second half and I was like, "Oh, so this is happening. So this connects back to the beginning and that fills in the gap." So also just jumping to what you do know can help you figure out what you don't know. Okay, I hope that helped. I went off into a tangent. I'm sorry. All right. Maybe we can convince. South. Like I do like sticky notes. I I've done that whenever I was plotting a story and I was first learning how to plot. in learning like what story beats are and stuff. You can just put your ideas on sticky notes, put them on a big blank wall, and then you can just move things around until they make sense. That's also a good idea. I like that. I think I'm being kidnapped. You're welcome. I hope some of that made sense because like I said, I went off into a tangent and babbled, but I hope it makes sense. If you are feeling stuck, I mean, definitely feel free to reach out. I mean, maybe we can bounce ideas off each other. That is also something I do. If I am really stuck on something, and I know I know Anthony gets this a good bit because I'll look at him and I'm like, okay, so the witch coven, there's a big battle, and I need to find out why they're not following Luna or something like that. And he's like, okay, so what about this? Like, he knows nothing about the story, but just like asking him what he thinks just makes my brain, start to think in a different way because he has ideas that I didn't have. So bouncing ideas off of other writers or anybody, because obviously Anthony's not a writer, but bouncing ideas off of anybody is also a really good idea. So feel free to reach out and maybe I can help you out too. All right. So, I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. I will be back. I'll have a video out Monday about the pre-orders. Hopefully. Depending on how rough the moving process is. If not, I'm hoping to be back Wednesday for another sit down chat with me video. So, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Maybe I have to figure out how to stop the stream.